Hello everyone, welcome to Geography's Chapter 6 Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. Children, this is part 2. In the previous part 1, you have already dealt with the forest land areas like the tropical forest area, the deciduous forest areas, and the temperate deciduous areas. In this present part 2, we will be dealing with the grassland areas. Okay, so let's see what are the grasslands. The regions of low rainfall mostly consist of grasslands. When rainfall decreases, forests automatically develop grassland, and these are divided into two different types, that is tropical grassland and temperate grassland. Let's first of all here see the tropical grassland areas. These grasslands are found on either side of the equatorial zone extending up to tropics. They can grow very tall, about 3 to 4 meters in height. Means what the grasses you see in the lawn, they are very small. But here we are concerned with those grasses which are 3 to 4 meters in height. This tall grass is also known as the elephant grass. They are commonly known as a savanna in the East Africa area. Also, these grasslands are known as campos in Brazil and llanos in Venezuela. These areas are famous as game country, which are popular for the wild safaris. Here in this picture, you can see the wild safari area, the tropical grassland areas, and different types of wild animals are existing over here. The region abounds in herbivorous animals like the zebra, giraffe, deer, etc. And the carnivorous also like the leopards, lions, and the cheetahs, which feed on the herbivorous animals. The areas are prized by the hunters as game country because of this rich wildlife. A wildlife safari in these areas is a real treat for the eyes. Real treat means you are really having lot of excitement and too much amazing things you are going to see in these areas, and that's why they are saying real treat for the eyes. Safaris are trips. Here the definition is given. Safaris are trips organized to see wildlife in their natural habitats. Now let's come to know about second type of grassland, that is temperate grasslands. These grasslands are found in the interior parts of the continents in cool temperate regions. These areas have hot summers but very cold winters. Means temperature of day and night are different. Grasses here very short and nutritious. Nutritious wheat, maize, oats, etc. are widely cultivated, and so they are referred as the granaries of the world, which is one of the general knowledge question also, that which areas are the granaries of the world. Now the temperate grasslands are known as prairies. Means the quality is same but the names are different in different areas. Like these only grasslands are known as prairies in North America, whereas in Eurasia it is known as steppes, in South America it is known as pampas, velds in South Africa it is known as, and in Australia this particular grassland is known as downs. In this particular map of the world, we can see here the areas concerned towards the savanna. Okay, here we are having the veld area in the South Africa. Here in Australia we are having the downs. Here we are having the areas comprising the Amazon, and here in Eurasia we are having the steppes. Okay, so these are the different grassland areas we are having presently in the world. Now let's come to another topic, that is desert vegetation. By the desert you are correct to visualize that yes, those areas where we are having the scanty rainfall and the low vegetation. So thorny bushes are found in arid and semi-arid areas of the earth. Xerophytic plants adapt to the deserts. In the tropical deserts, rainfall is very scanty as you all know, and the heat is scorching. They include the Sahara Desert and the Kalahari Desert of Africa, the Atacama Desert of South America, and the Thar Desert of India. The xerophytic plants like cacti, which adapt to these areas, have long roots to tap groundwater. The thick and wax coated stems store water. In the oasis, some thorny bushes and date palms grow. Oasis areas you know very well, the areas where we are having small amount of water to be available. The leaves are transformed into thorns and spines. Camel, reptiles, snakes, lizards, scorpions, foxes, and vultures are different types of animals which are found in the desert areas. Now let's come to another topic, that is tundra vegetation. In the polar regions north of the Arctic Circle, the extreme cold temperature limit plant growth. Mosses, lichens, and shrubs comprise the tundra vegetation. The animals inhabiting these areas have thick fur and thick skin to protect themselves from the harsh cold climate. In this particular world map, we are having the colorful areas which they are showing regarding the green color with the tropical evergreen forest areas, with the yellow color related towards the grassland areas, and the semi-arid areas are also being mentioned. So you can have a look regarding this world map. Now let's come to the last topic, that is mountainous vegetation. Mountainous regions like the Himalayas have a distinct arrangement of various types of vegetation according to altitude. They range from evergreen to deciduous along the foothills to conifers higher up. It is followed by alpine grasslands and tundra type in higher altitude. So this completes the topic and go through the words regarding where different types of forest areas and the grasslands areas are there. So that's all. God bless you all, children. Thank you.